What's up, good people? This is Isaiah. And as we look at the tape, we're talking about Mazy here. Yes, that's her new name now. Courtesy of ilulu, of all people, right? Anyway, so Mazy, more of a best used for single enemy, single ally kind of support, really. I don't view her much as a damage dealer, to be honest with you. Okay, because of her unique ability, or link ability, I should say, is based on single enemies. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is, say you have 4 enemies on, I guess I'll just show you all, because that'd be the best way to explain this. We'll throw in, actually no, we'll keep this exact same team. And we'll go take on the bags real quick. Let's see. Should also be said, I haven't checked the gear for anybody here. So this is Chinois. So not much really. So we're not going for damage in this video. Okay. I just wanted to see if I can actually showcase this though with this exact team. 4 enemies here.
This is pointless, but sure, I'll fight.
And we'll go for overclock here.
Die.
There.
Right, so as you can see, this obviously this isn't gonna work right now because Yakumo is gonna hit everything here. But as was clearly shown, that end of turn attack, or that end of or that additional attack didn't trigger because Yakumo is attacking all enemies. Okay. If I were to go for Interlunatic real quick, and we'll do this here. And just do a regular attack here to a single enemy. Notice now the
Oopsie daisy. Gotcha.
Here we go. Notice now that the end of turn of attack is actually, or the additional attack is actually triggering because we're hitting a single enemy at this point. Now, what's interesting is this isn't always the case. All right. And what I mean by that, I was testing Ash Tier earlier, hence why this video took so long. So I was looking at different characters who had, either some end of turn attack or additional attack that may have happened and things like that. With Ash Tier, it would still trigger, but it would only trigger on, say, the one bag, right? So let me, I can't get out of this right now unless I just keep attacking. All right. So, this also wouldn't trigger with despair. For anybody wondering,
Eat
as you
this.
can see,
Eat this.
Feast.
Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy.
is this over yet? Yes, it is. Okay, so again, to showcase this with Ash Tier. Alright, pop inside the menu. Pick up Ash Tier's Fist Fire. There we go. Take on the bags again. Go for 4.
Gotta get those numbers up.
Joint.
And unfortunately, I think we might lose the bags. Or we might lose the buffs because of, let me do this.
Go.
So as you can see there, end of turn of attack went off just fine, but this first bag is what got hit. You know what I mean? Now, this skill literally says it would hit all enemies. So it's interesting to see that this actually triggered. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting to actually see that. Okay, so just something worth bringing up here in case you guys are like experimenting with Mazy here and you're finding like, hold on a second, what's causing this skill to trigger and why isn't it triggering? This is why. You know what I mean? At least for me right now, it's a bit inconsistent. Now I don't know how this would actually stack with someone like Kuchinawa. In order for me to test, I would actually have to get.
Go.
3 turns left. Okay, let's bring in somebody else here.
Feast.
We should still. Yep, perfect.
This is not where I die.
I got you an offer you can't refuse.
This is gonna be tricky because now it's like, okay, how do I get this to fire off?
Go.
Oopsie daisy.
Go.
Fight.
We'll see.
Oopsie daisy.
Nope. Doesn't trigger. So, and that hits all enemies, just like Ash Tier does. So, that's pretty much what I mean when I say it's a bit inconsistent. Now, with someone like, say, Benefica, works just fine, right? So, if I were to come in here, and I believe with Benefica it only hits one enemy anyway. Let me see, Shadow.
Can I go home?
No. Alright, and let's go against these bags here. I know when testing against one enemy, it triggers. I don't know what happens with an entire collection of enemies here, so I guess we're gonna find out. Still the first enemy? Yep, thought so. So still first enemy for this one. But again, looking at this here, let's see. I believe that's Death Curse that's firing. So I could be wrong, could be any other curse that's actually firing. This one here. Shade type, piercing attack, and strength based on number of. Well, it doesn't directly say who's all being hit, so that could be why that trigger still. This one here, end of turn. Damage, all damage taken. It says equal damage to target. Doesn't say what the target is or who the target is. You know what I mean? So I guess the wording here actually does matter in this case. So just something worth bringing up with Mazy here. Now, what's interesting is that you can actually stack links. And what I mean by that is, I guess stack would be the wrong word. You can actually give one character a link and then give another character a link. Meaning, say I had Yifa where Shinwa's currently at. I can give the link to Mazy, and then Mazy can give her link to Yifa. Now, does that mean Yifa's going to do an incredible amount of damage? Absolutely not. Okay. I believe you would have to give her something that would actually make that work. But it's just something that I was thinking about. I tested this earlier and it worked just fine with giving each other link abilities and whatnot. All right. Other thing I'm thinking about is, haven't tested yet, but with Mazy being a shadow character, if we stacked it with someone like Tuva, yes, maybe, or maybe even Tuva another style, right? I don't know exactly how that would actually work. We're gonna have to find out as soon as we get out of here. I don't even care anymore. Right now I'm just picking anything.
There. Gotcha.
Feast.
There.
How's this? Go.
Actually, hold on. Let me do this.
Go.
Gotcha. There.
Feast.
Gotcha. There.
Go.
Only because I'm curious.
Gotcha.
Oh, well. Guess the turn was over. I was looking for the end of turn attack by Benefica to see how much damage the additional attack from Mazy would actually do. Okay, so let me see here. Swap out Iffy for Shadow female. I just don't know what style I have her in right now. Let's see, Tuva, where are you? There she is, but I don't know if this is the Tuva I'm thinking about. Grant link to all party members 3 turns. When an ally attacks, shade type additional attack. Cool. So let's see how this would actually work. And we're going to test against Vars here to keep things simple. Because I can always lead the Vars fight, that's why. Paladin's Queen.
How's this? There.
Okay, so this is interesting because now it looks like these damn links actually. It's one hell of a list to scroll through. So what it's looking like is Benefica's does damage, but I don't know whose link this belongs to. It says link turns 3 left, but it could be coming from Tuva or Mazy. I'm thinking this is actually coming from Tuva, hence why that didn't actually trigger, because if I were to now go attack with any of these characters here.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, this is coming from Tuva in this particular case. Hence why it's not triggering for her. Alright, so something pretty interesting to know, right? I was hoping they would actually stack, because that'd have been dope, but they don't. They kind of just override one another. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what happens if I actually were to reset, you know, and give, you know, Benefica the link, you know what I mean? Yep, that's it. And there we have it. So, again, someone worth experimenting with, to be honest with you. Pretty interesting to see. Now, as far as who to actually pair her up with. Big thing, kind of like with Uella, believe it or not. You want to keep the one you want to buff to the right of her. You know what I mean? So, if we're looking at this team comp here, if I wanted to buff Benefica, this is perfect. This will never work. That works. This works. And this works. All right, for buffing Benefica. Okay. So, just something to keep in mind here. Let's see. Other units that come to mind that could probably pair well, actually, that most likely will pair really well with her is. Let's do this, and we're gonna go for Purgatory. We have Zevi here. Shockingly enough, works. I was shocked, actually. But of course, it makes sense at the end of the day. Like, okay, this should work. And I don't think, is this the another style version of them? Here we go. This one works. Okay. Other units that come to mind, Felmina, definitely. Okay. She's probably the best unit to actually use, Felmina. And the reason why I say that is because Felmina does a handful of things just out the gate. She applies pain, so you don't have to worry about setting that. She can damage, she can pierce barriers, so you don't have to worry about that. And she does a whole lot, you know. She has her own, like, unique attack skill that she can activate, and things of that nature. All right. I can throw in El Seal, and again, I'm thinking El Seal for the additional sword hit here, and we'll keep it interesting, and we'll throw in why isn't Dunareth in this list? I don't know. Dunareth is a water unit, right? Let me see here. It doesn't say Purgatory. Does it even work Purgatory? I don't know. I haven't done his quests. Maybe that's why. But here we go. So if you were to just spar against this guy here. Water zone, additional attacks, right? And we'll go for this skill here.
Good.
There's an additional hit. Additional hit. Additional hit. Right? See what I'm saying? So. And I haven't checked what she has on her. Okay.
There. Nails here.
This skill hits all enemies. That's important because we'll quickly find out that that additional attack skill doesn't work. Now, if we took her inside of another force, right? Let's do that real quick.
I am the guiding hand to all lost souls. This is the circle of life.
Personally, I would stick with just a water team. And this is why I said this was interesting, because she now has a guard ability. Alright? And Daenerys was able to function as that temporary tank unit. But now we have Mazy with the guard ability. You know what I mean? You can't use her, of course. But just something worth taking into account here. What I don't know is Daenerys, like, I don't know if his ability will actually work with Mazy, right? That end of turn here. I guess I could try it against someone like, I did not mean to do that. I could try it against someone like, thinking Garyu. Though he'll most likely kill everybody here on the team before, before anybody has the chance to act, right? Let's see here. Let's simply swap like this here, and let me just make sure Garyu is actually no equipment. Wow. Something where he can act pretty quickly. We'll take that. Let me double check the actual skill itself. Preemptive. Let me see here. Which one's the end of turn? Activate user strongest. Okay, maybe that is the end of turn ability here. I don't have him at 120. Wow. Should probably do something about that. It's 285. Alright, this should be interesting. Like I said, don't be surprised if he actually kills everybody here before we even get a chance to do anything.
What complete
Yep, I thought so.
You're the worst! There!
So are you probably a terrible example? We need someone to actually just hit one unit. Aldo would be a terrible example as well. Unless I placed him in the team. And it's just to do something about that damned AF.
Time for adventure.
We'll give it a shot.
Let's go!
Clocking in.
There!
Like I said, this is mostly because I'm curious, in case anybody's wondering. This is part of testing, really. Yeah, so clearly, Daenerys is not a tank unit. Clearly. If that killed him, you know what I mean?
Shadows.
So,
Finally.
in case anybody was
me.
ever wondering if Daenerys was a tank unit, he's not. Alright, as you can see, he just died there. Okay. Swap him out for see Lovely. Not Mariel, Lovely. Why Lovely? Because Lovely can actually tank those hits. Alright, back to Aldo here.
Let's go!
Clocking in.
25 minutes into this video. It's a little bit too long for me, but whatever. This is for 2 turns, so I don't technically have to use this right now.
Bon appetit! There.
And keep it rolling. If only that counted as an attack. That would be so nice.
Futile.
Okay, so like I said, Lovely can tank those hits, unlike Dunerith, and no problem, right? So just something worth thinking about. Ideally, for me personally, if I were to use my Mazy in any team comp, really, I'm going for mostly like water-based teams with Felmina, Elseal, Dunerith, and then her. Basically, she would take the place of who do I use in my Intrana Another Dungeon video? Is it? I think Ilulu is who I normally use. Swap about Ilulu for Mazy, right? And that becomes the team there. And if I were going for, if I wanted to keep everything theme based, right? And by theme, I simply mean purgatory, with the Purgatorians, if you will, then it'd be obviously Daisy. I know, not a water unit, but whatever. Daisy. Let me see here. Where are you, Daisy?
If you want me to go, sure, I'll go.
Daisy, Ilulu, Alter, and I will go for Zavi, right? Theme party. Daisy has a link ability, okay, and everybody else here is axe users. You see what I'm saying? So, and of course Daisy with her link or her passive here is she can deploy. It's interesting. She would deploy a bash stance. You know what I mean? With a full party of freaking axe users. I don't understand it either, but it is what it is. They also become blunt hitters at that point. So, again, decent team comp here. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, personally, Mazy is the go-to single enemy, single ally support unit, really. And that's how I'd personally use her. You know, either go full water with Felmina, ES, Elseal, Dunerith, and her, or I guess go full purgatory, right? There's of course other team comps as well. You can do Elseal, Ilulu here, Hizmena, Alter, and her, right? Or Hizmena, instead of Hizmena, go with Eva, right? Because she does that single targeted type damage as well with her, I think it's Icicle Zorch ability. And that works just fine as well. All right, so you got options in regards to how you decide to use user. All right, so we don't have anything here. Quick test. Not against Garyu, against my punching bag here. And shocking how there is no zone being applied here. Let me double check that real quick. Abilities. Oh, it says when the zone is deployed. I'm thinking it automatically set to the zone. Never mind. Quick damage test with no equipment. Should be fun. I should have changed that ability.
I didn't ken this kind of power existed. Got ya!
I'm afraid time's up.
You know, for characters that have no equipment, they're doing some pretty crazy damage right now.
Off with you!
Anyway, that's pretty much it for, well, okay, that video ended, or that fight ended. Anyway, so, like I was saying, pretty much it for this video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and talk to you all in the next one.